Thank you, ECOT. Thank you, Ohio, for your balmy 70-degree promise that you gave me of coming. Thank you, Bill, for sharing your story and your vision. Thank you for loving Bethany enough to carry forward your mission long after her passing. Give it up for this father. See, the conversation here today is not about a CEO or an executive director or principals. It's about parents. It's about parents who said they've had enough, who will not allow someone who has no interest in their child's well-being to determine what is best for their children. I am not here to talk about or to talk to the hypocrites in the teachers' unions. See, they bring me here to tell the truth. They bring me here because I'm not scared of these people. What I'm afraid of is what happens when parents are robbed of the opportunity of educating their children in the way that they see fit. My greatest fear is not that schools change, it's that they don't change. It is said that the revolution will not be televised, but I'm looking around here, there are quite a few cameras and there's a revolution underway. What is important to understand is that our greatest opposition is not the opposition. It is the silence of our allies. You know too many children's stories, too many parents who said to you that because of ECOT, because of the opportunity that they have, their lives have been made anew. It is not that you haven't heard their story, it's that you haven't told enough people about their story. I say to you, brothers and sisters, the opposition is well organized and prepared to tear down anyone who speaks for freedom. Earlier, your board chair talked about inscriptions. Well, where I work in Harlem, New York, not very far from there, there's a statue, and at her feet, she asked that we bring your tired, poor, huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Well, there is no greater freedom than choosing the school that is best for your child, choosing the education that is best for your child, and choosing the freedom from within, because every single parent has not just the right, but the obligation to choose what's best for their children. ECOT is an organization like any other. Could it get better? Of course. But as I stand here on the State House steps, I dare not hold people accountable for not being perfect. You teachers, you principals, you supporters, you must speak with a bold voice. You must speak with a boldness that is shut up in your bones. You must train the children that when you stand for something, you must stand proudly. You must not cower because someone dare calls you out. You must stand in the face of opposition. You must stand for that which you believe, because there are those out there who do not call you teachers because you teach in a different setting. That's not why they don't call you teachers. It's because you said you're not going to pay their union dues. If y'all cut them off a little piece, you be teachers again. But I need you to stand for the children who you know your lives are impacting. I need you to stand for the parents who've cried upwards to the night. Because just like Tyler, who I met earlier, who said that because of ECOT, he does not have to endure bullying anymore. There are so many behind him who want the same opportunity. You don't have to be against a traditional school to be for ECOT. Nor do they have to be against ECOT to be for traditional schools. But if they are so for it, then find the worst one and send their children to it. Because that's what they're asking you to do. They're asking you by some bizarre twist of fate, because of a zip code that is somehow assigned to a particular neighborhood, that way is the only way that a child will receive an education. Not in 2017, folks. Not in 2017. Where children can communicate and play games with children from all over the world. We cannot allow the 1635 school system that we are currently in to be the one in which we go forward from. And so I say to you today, as these children stand behind me, teachers, principals, and friends, be the change that these children need to see. Do not rest on your laurels. Bill had the vision, but you have the responsibility. And so I implore, do not let another day go by with your voice being silent. Raise your voice at every single juncture, every single cookout, every single conversation. Anytime somebody tries to throw your organization under the bus, you pull it out. You make sure they understand that they're real children, real teachers, real people who are committed to the children of this great state. And let it be known that the revolution is televised.